Hi there, I'm Teresa Renaud, Fractional Service Manager and President of Outsourced Sales Management Services. This is Fractional Service Insights, weekly updates designed to negate the diseconomy of scale that plagues all small business owners. Joining me today is Joe Wainz, President of Turtleworks, an awesome example of an expert service provider providing really a niche service for all and any small business owners or medium SMB business owners. He goes in and he finds and corrects operational inefficiencies that are producing productivity issues and or customer sat issues. Joe, thanks for joining me. Take a minute to give us an update on who you are, what you do, and the value that you're bringing to your clients.
So hi, Teresa. Thank you first for inviting me to be on your show. It's an honor to be here. Really, I like to ask the question, do you hate buying things that you don't use?
I do, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what we do is we help small and medium-sized companies leverage their existing Microsoft technology. We leverage that technology to fix expensive and painful problems within the business. Therefore, once those problems are fixed, we have business growth that can be fueled by that streamlined infrastructure. Our team is a group of Microsoft software experts, and we help those small and medium-sized businesses leverage their Microsoft investment on a fractional basis, so they don't have to go out and hire full-time staff that are SharePoint experts or SQL Server experts or business intelligence experts. Those experts are expensive, and many small and medium-sized businesses can't really keep them busy full-time, nor can they really afford those salaries when they have other things that they need to be investing their money in. So we're able to bring that expertise to the table so that we can get solutions done right and rapidly, minimizing the cost of their investment.
Oh my gosh, perfectly stated, perfect example of what a fractional service provider does and can, the value that they bring to organizations. Give us a couple of examples of projects that you've worked on and how you've helped companies solve these problems and save money.
Sure. So an example of what we've done to help businesses is there's engineering and construction businesses, and those engineers need to be on site at the customer. So an example of that is a construction engineer is at the customer site, and he needs to locate the HVAC unit properly on the roof of the building that they're creating. And he has a task list to go through to do that. Well, that task list is recently updated, and he doesn't have that recent task list at hand, except he now has Office 365. And through Office 365, he can get to that task list from anywhere, on his phone, on a tablet, on a laptop. So now he's on the roof with that task list in hand, properly locating the HVAC unit. So that's one example of how we've helped companies leverage their Microsoft investment to make life better. I mean, what does the engineer do if he doesn't have access to that list? He's making phone calls. He's waiting for someone to email him something. Maybe he's got to drive back to the office himself to get it. So it really saves time and really brings a better experience to your customer.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's a great example. Any others that come to mind that you can share with the audience?
Sure. One of the things I like to talk about is OneNote. It's a great application. If you drank the Kool-Aid, I applaud you. I drank that Kool-Aid about 5 years ago, and since I do not have a notepad on my desk. You know that notepad that has 5 or 6 pages? Because you can't throw that page out because it has a phone number and because it has someone's name. And yeah, that notepad does not exist on my desk anymore because OneNote is there to give me a place to write those notes rapidly. And once I've written those notes in OneNote, I can get to it from my phone, from my laptop, tablet, wherever I'm at. I can get it to it from a customer's computer if I need to. So I've literally walked into meetings, and 5 minutes before I walk into the meeting, I can bring up on OneNote who it is I'm meeting with, so I can, sometimes I don't remember the names. But what that gives my clients is that same ability to share their notes with the team from anywhere. So an engineer can be writing notes at the customer site, And then his manager can look at those notes later and see what's going on, maybe put some feedback in those notes. So it becomes a dialogue as well when people start collaborating on those notes. So that's a great example of another tool that's in Office 365 that many people just don't even know about.
That is such a great example, and collaboration is so huge. And really what you're also stirring up with this example is rogue IT. So if you're not leveraging, or what you're affording companies is to leverage current platform apps and stop rogue IT from coming in, because people are more than happy to find the latest and greatest thing that they think that they should be using to enhance their productivity. And once you lose control of that, you open up a whole bag of something.
Can of worms.
For security issues. So that's a great example.
So rogue IT is not going to go away, but yes, you have to manage it. And I applaud people for looking for ways to be productive, but people often don't know what they already have. I'm back to, do you hate buying things you don't use? And literally, we've been enlisted to train the CEO of an organization to help him understand what Microsoft Teams does, because he wanted to go out and buy Slack and Smart Sheets and some other tools because he wanted to collaborate on spreadsheets and create task lists and be able to manage his team. And we were enlisted to educate him on what he already had. They already have Microsoft Teams that lets 20 people edit the same spreadsheet at the same time if you really wanted to. It keeps revisions and all version history, all of those things that you care about that Smartsheet does, but you already have it in Teams. You have the whole idea of instant messaging within Teams. So it's just that people don't know what they don't know. So I saw Trello on a video on YouTube. I think that's a great tool. Let's get Trello. Well, guess what? You don't need Trello. You got Planner. Okay? Right. So it just goes on and on. There's 25 different applications, at least within Office 365 these days. And Microsoft keeps sweetening the pot within there, but nobody knows what's in there. So that's what we do. It's our job to come in and show you what you have and help you leverage it to make your business better, which is really what we like doing, is making businesses better.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You just summarized your company value so quickly, but it's so important for our business community to understand, as you just pointed out. Don't go out looking for new things. Leverage what you already have. Bring a service provider, fractional service provider expert in, like Turtleworks, to help uncover and correct these operational inefficiencies for productivity, customer service, using the Microsoft products that you've already paid for. How would you like people to contact you, Joe?
Oh, well, of course, they can go to the website. It's turtle.works. There's no .com at the end of that, so just http://turtle.works. Email always works, so JWAIN as in Nancy, Z as in zebra, @turtle.works. That gets to me, or you can call me 586-206-8960. Again, that's 586-206-8960. All of those work. Yeah, there's some great resources on the website. Emailing us is always beneficial. We get to those emails quickly, and I always like answering the phone.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Fractional Service Insights, and this is Joe Wainz, Turtleworks, helping you not waste. Or how did you say that at the beginning? Don't.
Do you hate buying things you don't use?
Right, there we go. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Right, use what you have.
That's it.
All right, use what you have. All right, Joe, pleasure speaking with you. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Teresa.
All right, take care.
Bye.